All right, so this is some potentially dangerous territory we might be diving into. Asking someone to settle a household debate.
Here's the disclaimer. Peter Fink is not a marriage therapist, but he has decades worth of experience in the automotive field, which makes him qualified to help Heather and 2 more viewers today.
Okay, Peter's the president of Certified Transmission. Good to see you, Peter.
Welcome back.
Always great to be here.
Yeah.
Always look forward to
You excited
Mondays.
about these Huskers? We were talking with Eric. They're
Oh,
5-0.
you're a fan of
Man,
his.
I'll tell you what, it was awesome to see Eric. I mean, I got his jersey and signed jersey and everything in the basement,
Yeah.
and seeing him in person looking great,
He
and then
gave
the
us some great
fundraiser
memories.
that he's got. I
He's
mean,
a
that's
legend.
fantastic.
He's a
Okay,
legend.
that's
Good.
without
I'm
a
glad
doubt.
your paths crossed this morning. That's
Yes,
cool.
that was
All right,
fantastic.
let's get to the first question. This one, the first one's from Christy, and she says, I have a 2011 Chrysler Town & Country. How do I update my built-in Garmin?
You know, this 2001 wouldn't
I think
have
that's
it.
a typo. Yeah, I think
it's
it's an 11.
It's a
I thought-
2011.
I thought, yeah, okay, all right.
2011.
2011, it's built into the radio, okay, and it's fairly easy. You can go to, you got to have a regular computer, and you go to www.garmin.com/Chrysler. You put in your year, make, and model, and then it'll tell you if there's an update available for your car or not, okay? If it is, then you download the program onto a USB stick, and then you can plug it in to your radio and upload it like that. Some of the newer models automatically update, actually, like if you got Cirrus or something like that, it does the automatic updates and stuff. I don't think the 2011 does. My truck is a 2010, and it updates the radio part, but it doesn't update the navigation, okay, and stuff. So the other thing is, obviously, a Chrysler dealer can do it, okay, and they can do it, but there would be a charge. You know, I would recommend to probably try doing it yourself. You can't really screw anything
sounds kind
up,
of simple.
okay? Yeah, I mean, you know, if you download a program on your computer all the time, you can do it, download a USB, go out to the car, and it's automatic, pretty
That's
much
so
like your
cool.
phones and stuff, you know.
And at the
so.
rate, you know, even around here.
Now,
the
they
rate
don't
grow.
update those very often, okay,
Yeah,
and
what,
stuff.
every few
all right?
years?
Yeah, so I mean, it might say you don't even need one, okay, or something, but you can go check, okay? It's a real user-friendly website, so, yep.
All right, so Christy, hope that's helpful. Up next, Heather, and as we were joking, you being a marriage therapist, so she writes, settle a household debate. Will it damage my car if I drive on fumes? And thanks, Heather.
All right, well, I assume that means we're letting the gas tank run real low,
real low,
okay? In the short term, of course, it really doesn't, okay? I don't like doing that because then you're in a hurry. Now you got to stop and get gas, okay? It is not going to damage the engine, but what it can do over a long period of time, it will put excess heat into the fuel pump. The fuel pump is in the gas tank. Sounds really weird, an electric motor in the gas, but the gas is what cools it, okay? And especially in the summertime, okay? And so it will wear out your fuel pump. I tell people try to use 1/4 of a tank as empty. That way, first of all, you won't run into that deal that you got to leave and you're late and you got to get gas, okay? Second, it doesn't wear the fuel pump out, okay, and stuff, all right? So, you know, I don't know. Long term, it's going to wear out the fuel pump. So I guess technically, yes,
Yeah.
it will do damage.
So whoever
okay, and
whoever
stuff.
was on the
Yeah.
damage side of that coin.
That is correct.
But there's no
Right.
such thing as driving on fumes, is there? You
Well,
don't
that is
actually drive
correct.
on
Okay, I
fumes.
mean, if we mean fumes, no, you can't drive on
Yeah.
fumes. There has to be fuel in the gas tank. So if we want to go literally by it, that is correct. It will not run. Okay,
Good,
so
just to
good
clear
point.
things up.
Good
All right.
point. Yep.
Finally, Melissa, I drive an 09 Hyundai Elantra. My battery tested low, but not replace immediately low. What is the crucial level for replacing a battery?
You know, I love this question because I use this with my customers when they come in for a transmission, okay? And it's not quite right, okay? And I ask them, you know, I got to ask you what kind of customer you are, and I use the battery all the time, okay, and stuff. And I say, are you the type of person that you want your battery replaced when it's weak, okay? Or are you the type of person that want to wait till you have to jump start it a number of times and it leaves you stranded and everything like
Yeah.
this, okay? Myself, I test them. When they're 75%, I put a new battery in, okay? It still starts the car, everything still works, but you know what? My car never, and the wife's and the kids and everybody's, and most of my customers, I'll say, their cars start because we batteries do wear out when they're 4 or 5 years old, okay, and stuff. They got a date on them. I recommend replacing it ahead of time. I know, costs a little extra, but you know what? Trying to find that jump start, and then, you know what? Going into winter, batteries are
Yeah.
always weaker, so 75% really ends up being more like 60% and stuff, and it might not start your car.
Well,
so myself, I recommend replace it.
How hard are you going to kick yourself if you're on the side of the interstate, you know, waiting for help and you've got somewhere to be?
Yeah, it probably won't quit while you're going down the street because
Yeah,
the
it's not
alternator's
gonna
charging.
start.
It's going to be you're at the grocery store and now it doesn't start, okay?
Yeah.
Or you're at the shopping mall or wherever, church or something, and it don't start. And I mean, you know, it's somewhat embarrassing. I mean, we got cell phones so we can call for help,
Yeah.
okay? But, you know, people really don't want to have to go do that. I mean, they do because they're friends or family, obviously, but, you know, they're going, man, and a battery isn't that expensive. $100, okay, save up a few weeks for it, get it replaced.
Yeah.
Don't have that.
Well, I used to be the first kind, the type that I'd have to jump start it. And then
You've
I figured
matured.
over the years, I'm like, you know, I'm just going to replace
You've
it now.
matured.
We all did
You get
that
to
when we were
replace it anyway.
teenagers and had
Yeah.
no money,
Right.
and I mean,
Right.
I understood. But, you know, as we grow up and a little more successful and stuff, you don't need that aggravation. That is one thing you just can do without.
Yeah.
If you have any questions for Peter, we'll encourage you to send them to us. He'll be back Monday after next. Or Amanda might be here.
No,
Who knows?
Amanda
Yeah,
will be
Amanda.
here.
Perfect. So you'll send questions to talkback@omahamorningblend.com. If you have any issues at all, transmission related, so they don't do tires and that kind of thing. They specialize in transmissions, best around online. It's certifiedtransmission.com. Peter, always great to see you.
Good stuff, Peter.
Always fun.
right.
Always fun.
Sir.
And great with Eric today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fundraiser.
big game
Go
Saturday.
after that fundraiser.
Go Big
okay?
Red.
I'll be
Big game
bidding on that.
Saturday.
Okay?
Yeah,
You know?
go play
All right,
around
there
with
you
him
go.
and that. That'd be
We'll
cool.
see you, Peter. All right, later in the